Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Fronti.
Well, happy Saturday and welcome back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show that we have been here with you now for over 6 years, sharing with you what you need to know, want to know, should know about real estate, finance, our community, and so much more. And what's nice is we don't just talk about real estate. We bring in some of the best professionals we can find all over Santa Clarita that usually have between 20 to 30 years experience that are accountable to us, accountable to you, and accountable to Santa Clarita. And we have one of the best here with us today. He's been part of our show since the inception pretty much, one of our good friends. And we're going to jump right in today. But to join us, you have to go to donandgino.com. Click in the live stream button, and you join us right here at the Vault Media Studios, our custom-built studios, right here at Skyline Home Loans. We built just for you. Think KHTSC even knows we're here?
No, not at all. Actually, we did have Carl in here once at the Vault Media Studio, so he does know we're here.
That's true. That's true. We did meet with him. He's like, you guys should stop by every once in a while.
I know. We went to the station for like the first time in 2 years. We're like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, we're going to actually change this up. So you definitely want to join us. Again, go to donandgino.com, click on the live stream button. We have 3 HD cameras. And LOU ESBIN's here with esbinlaw. He's one of our,
What am I?
Well, because you're a certified bankruptcy specialist, but there's so much more because that's why we love working with you.
Financial attorney.
That's what, okay.
Business lawyer, financial.
That's what I'm saying.
Business counselor.
See what I'm going at?
I
You
know
go,
where
well,
you're
I
going.
do this, and I can help with this, and that's why I'm like, so Lou, explain it, dude, so I don't step on your toes, because it isn't just bankruptcy.
Yeah, I basically counsel people how not to fail. So you can go.
I love that.
Yeah, you can go to the bookstore. Bookstore. You can go to Amazon and find all kinds of books on how to succeed. There are no books on how not to fail.
Which is sad, because most business, I bet you say 90% of business people fail at least the first few times.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure. And you know what it is? It's like I had someone come in today. It's just a matter of sitting down with someone, listening to what they have to say, and spending about 5 minutes with them and opening up their eyes and vision as to what they can really do.
So what areas are you most, what are you helping a lot of your clients with right now? Because I know bankruptcy has slowed down. I mean, during the downturn, you were probably busier than you
We
could.
are in a bankruptcy recession.
That's a good thing for the overall economy.
Yeah, bankruptcy filings in the Central District of California, which is the largest, busiest district in the country, are down about 76%.
Wow. Oh, is that all? Shoot, our refinance business is down about 40%.
Yeah.
But that's not as bad as 76%
Yeah,
for
right.
your
it's
industry.
huge.
And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Well, then that's a good thing. Again, we're here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Financial. We're here with LOU ESBIN, as in esbinlaw. Been out here right off the old road. How long? 30 years or so?
I've been on my own for almost 25 years. I've been practicing law for almost 35 years.
Okay.
Still,
see?
it's one of those industries where they call it practicing.
Well, I'll tell you something.
Actually, I think every industry should call it that because
true.
we are always learning and practicing and trying to get better.
And things change.
There isn't a day that goes by that you don't learn something, and if you think that there's a day that goes by that you haven't learned something, then you're ready to be pushing up daisies.
Yeah. I had somebody recently go, well, Don, you've been doing this for 30 years now. Now this will be my 30th year. And they're like, what do you, and I was telling them I have coaching once, every week. I have training classes every single week. And they're like, what do you train on after 30 years? I'm like, are you kidding me? My industry literally changes every single week. And
That's true.
Gino and I want to stay on top of things.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
I said, I'm taking this Thursday off, and I'm going to just stay home and read.
Well,
We need to read guideline changes, things that are moving around, new products that come to the market. Change is the only constant.
Well, and you asked, what am I doing? So a lot of my practice right now is representing small business. We're forming small business. We're restructuring, reorganizing small business. I'm working with a group. It's interesting. When I first started out in practice, I worked with a group up in San Francisco, lawyers, accountants, investment bankers, venture capitalists, where we were bringing startups to the market in the mid '80s. It was a really exciting time.
I bet.
And we were building them up, spinning off the debt. We were doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It was just a lot of fun. We did it for about a year and a half until Congress decided to change the tax laws. So I've decided to kind of bring that back in my practice. So I've got professionals I'm working with, and we're working with business who really cannot afford professionals who would be able to help them grow their businesses. We're bringing that to the market. And so that's very exciting. So I'm doing a lot of that. My bankruptcy clients who took my advice, who listened to me, whose businesses are growing, I continue to be their business counselor where, they're forming their corporations, down bylaws, minutes, growing them out. We've got a couple of people in the corral, so to speak, who it looks promising. We've actually retained Silicon Valley securities lawyers to help us position them in such a way so that when they go out and they raise some serious capital, it's being done in a Silicon Valley standard of practice. So it's all really exciting. That's the kind of things I'm doing today.
Yeah,
Nice.
I wouldn't even think about that stuff. I mean,
Well, the thing is,
you're teaching them how to raise capital correctly.
I'm setting up the structure
Mm-hmm.
so that when we go to market to raise capital, whether it's through crowdfunding or whatnot, all the documents and documentation for the corporation are at an industry standard and what they call market documents, so that people aren't wondering what you've been doing all this time.
oh, that's a very important thing, because that's the last thing you want to do is go raise capital and say, why'd you do it like this? Why'd you do it like that? One little bit of doubt about the integrity of the company, even if it was just done by mistake, and that's it, you don't get your funding.
Well, there are situations that come across my desk now where I'm looking at a situation, they went out and they raised some serious money, and I'm saying, where are the disclosures that you're supposed to make under Reg D? And they're like, what?
What?
Like, you've got some securities issues here, and
Oh, wow.
so bring in securities counsel, try to clean it up. You want to clean things up so that you can continue on and not find yourself in trouble. So those are things that I'm finding myself involved with, and I bring in other professionals who can assist in doing that. So act as the conductor of an orchestra, so to speak.
Oh, that makes sense, because I'm sure there's tax ramifications as well, of course.
All kinds of ramifications.
All right.
Yeah.
So, and I love that, because we've talked about this for years and years, the importance, and why you're part of our group, Lou, is that we surround ourselves by the best professionals in any area of your lives, basically, that you may need assistance in, that maybe you don't know you need assistance, but may need it down the road. We have surrounded ourselves by professionals like you, handling basically small business and as a business attorney, not just a bankruptcy attorney. And then we have estate planners and insurance planners and college planners and divorce attorneys and all that stuff.
One of the most interesting things is, as we learned through APRG, was the value of data.
How
So
hard it is to compile it and keep it in an organized manner and use it appropriately, etc.
well, so we've evolved. And so now I work with a lot of my clients on how to manage their data and how to use that data to compile it, decipher it, and monetize it. And you create incredible streams of revenue in doing so. And so that's another exciting part of what I'm doing.
Yeah, if you ever wonder if data is important or not, you would wonder how many disclosures did you accept on your cell phone because you wanted to see something and you said accept, accept, accept. You have no clue what you accepted.
And so I write those things now.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lou.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's another thing. So
You open your front door and someone there's, here's your adopted child, and you're like, what? you accepted the terms and conditions.
Can you imagine? That's freaking
well,
funny.
and it's interesting. So, but actually you spend a lot of time doing those terms and conditions because someone may actually click on it and read it, but otherwise people just go, accept, like, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But there is a lot that goes into actually drafting those things.
I don't have a lot of time to answer this question. So when we come back, Lou, one of the things I want to talk about is what I see regularly is those who didn't file bankruptcy are still have lingering issues.
Well, we'll talk also about what I went through is I had I was always at odds with the realtors in town, and I'll say it. Many of the realtors were counseling their clients to do short sales.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was counseling people, do Chapter 13, strip away the seconds, strip away the thirds, keep your home. We run in 5-year cycles. When you're done with your Chapter 13, you will come out without a second or a third on your property, and you will have instant equity plus whatever the property appreciates. Those people who took my advice, they are sitting so pretty. Those who didn't have been out of the market. The facts, true facts, prove themselves to be
All
exactly.
right. So let's go into a little bit more detail when we come back on that, because there's still a lot of you out there that are dealing with this. They
Absolutely.
still have a lot of these situations that Lou can assist you with that you probably didn't even know that you have options. That's our goal of our show, is always to let you know what your options are regarding whatever scenario you have in life. So make sure you stay tuned in the next segment with Lou Esbin with Esbin Law. You'll be glad you did. We'll be right back.
Thank you.